Quid pro quo. You tell me things, I tell you things. Not about the case, though, about yourself. Quid pro quo, yes or no? Yes or no, Catherine? Poor little Grace is waiting.
Go ahead.
What is your worst memory of childhood?
Death of my father.
Tell me about it. And don't lie, or I'll know.
He was a town officer, and one night he caught two burglars coming out the back of a shop. They shot him.
Was he killed outright?
No. He was very strong. He lasted more than a month. My mother died when I was very young, so my father had become the whole world to me, and when he left, I had nothing. I was 10 years old.
You're very frank, Catherine. I think it'd be quite something to know you in a private life.
Quid pro quo, Doctor.
So tell me about Miss Everly. Was she a large girl?
Yes,
Big through the hips? Roomy?
they all were.
What else?
She had an object deliberately inserted into her throat. Now, we don't know what that means. That hasn't been made public yet.
Was it a butterfly?
Yes, a moth. Just like the one we found in Peter Smith's head an hour ago. Why does he place them there, Doctor?
The significance of the moth is change. Caterpillar into chrysalis or pupa, and from there into beauty. After your father's murder, you were orphaned. What happened next?
I don't imagine the answer is on those pretty little shoes of yours, Catherine.
I went to go live with my mother's cousin and her husband in Wales. They had a farm.
Was it a cattle farm?
Sheep and horses.
How long did you live there?
3 months.
Why so briefly?
I ran away.
Why, Catherine?
Did the farmer make you perform fellatio? Did he sodomize you?
No. He was a very decent man. Quid pro quo, Doctor. Tell me how to find this murderer.
Well, I've read the case files. Have you? Everything you need to know is right there in those pages.
Then tell me how.
First, principles, Catherine. Simplicity.
Read Marcus Aurelius. Of each particular thing asked, what is it in itself? What is its nature? What does he do, this man you seek?
He kills women.
No, that is incidental. What is the principal thing he does? What need does he serve by killing?
Anger, social resentment, sexual frustration.
No, he covets. And how do we begin to covet, Catherine? Do we seek out things to covet? Make an effort to answer.
No, we just...
No, precisely. We begin to covet the things we see every day.
Don't you feel eyes moving over your body, Catherine? I don't see how you couldn't.
Don't your eyes move over the things you want?
All right. Then tell me how.
No, it's your turn to tell me, Catherine. Why did you run away from that ranch?
Dr. Harrison, when there's time, I'll explain everything.
We don't reckon time the same way, Catherine. This is all the time you'll ever have.
Later. I don't have time for this.
I'll listen now.
After your father's murder, you were orphaned. You were 10 years old and you went to live with relatives on a sheep and horse farm in Wales. And
one morning, I just ran away.
Not just, Catherine. What set you off? At what time did you start?
Early. Still dark.
then something woke you. What did you dream? What was it?
I heard a strange sound.
What was it?
I didn't know. I went to look and screaming. Some kind of screaming, like a child's voice.
What did you do?
I got dressed, went downstairs outside. I crept up to the barn, but I was so scared to look inside, but I had to.
And what did you see, Catherine?
The lambs. The lambs are screaming.
They were slaughtering the spring lambs.
Yes. They were screaming.
So you ran away.
No, First I tried to free them. I opened the gate to their pen, but they wouldn't run. They just stood there confused and they wouldn't run.
But you could. You did.
I took one lamb and I ran as fast as I could.
Where were you going?
I don't know. I had no food or water. It was very cold, and I thought, if I could just save one. But he got so heavy. So heavy. I didn't get more than a few miles before an officer's car found me. The farmer was so angry, he sent me to live at an orphanage in Dudley. I never saw the farm again.
But what became of your lamb?
They killed him.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? Wake up in the dark with the lambs screaming.
Yes.
Do you think if you saved Grace, you could make them stop? Do you think if Grace lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again to the sound of the lambs screaming? Do you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you.
Tell me his name, Dr. Harrison.
Dr. Chilton, I presume. I believe you know each other.